Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today from the Modern King titled "Millionaire Outsmarts Entitled Ex-Wife After She Tried to Take Everything That She Has." These kind of videos show how men nowadays are unable to trust a lot of these women because of their high standards and toxic behaviors. And would anyone be in a relationship with these people? I don't really think so. Today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
Spent 17 years of my life with an elderly man who smelled like cabbage, just to be told I've got nothing in the will, nothing, and he was worth £33 million. And you think this is funny? I have wasted my life.
It is funny. A lot of these women, like her, make these unintelligent decisions, and when they get punished in return, they expect us to feel bad for them and not to laugh at their foolishness. What an absolute joke.
You separated. I got the birthday girl and my wife.
Separate cake. Dave, I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate cakes? It's all women here.
No, but I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday girl.
You invited everybody. You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you. Ernestine invited you. Okay, I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man at the table.
If you ever take a girl out for a special occasion and she brings her friends with her, understand that this is a sign that she does not respect or appreciate you. To her, you are just a walking money bag.
I'm sorry, hold on. We was all doing Russian roulette, paying with credit cards and all that. Now all of a sudden you want to split check? We doing split checks,
That
bro?
was 2021.
Y'all
okay?
wait.
Things were different.
Not 21.
But I didn't sign up for that. Okay, there's nobody else doing
But
the...
you participate.
I know we got
sorry.
shit.
Dave, but you always take, like, you're the only man at the table. You're not going to pay the check?
If it's, but I'm not obligated. I got my whole family.
It's $700 for this whole table, and it's my birthday.
This is your podcast co-host. This is your
Only
best friend.
$700.
It's only Shan.
You being cheap.
Are you kidding me right
you
now?
honestly being cheap right now.
Okay, first
No,
of all,
if that was the case, I'd have just took you out.
are you
for
being
your birthday.
Dre? Are you gonna let him sit here with a whole table full of women?
I really feel like it's not his responsibility, and when y'all get a husband,
I'm married.
I'm sorry. I do have a husband, though. Hold on, wait a minute.
Thank y'all.
And this shows how a lot of women expect you as a man to be traditional and provide, yet they can't be traditional themselves. It is always a double standard.
You really decided to take me out on a date to Subway.
What's wrong with Subway?
Do you not have money for something nicer?
What a polite question to ask on a first date.
I thought we were gonna go do something else on this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Oh my.
I would have doubt that this lady would have been satisfied if she was taken to a better place for a date anyway.
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
Well, never let it be said that they weren't being honest.
See, that's why I brought you to Subway. To see what your true character was.
I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nicer.
Are they trying to say that they wouldn't have done that otherwise?
And where do you work?
Papa John's.
That makes sense. Let me guess, you're a delivery driver?
Yes.
Pitiful.
The phrase, those that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, comes to mind.
I don't think you should be worried about dating. I think you should be worried about your light bill. Because clearly you couldn't take me somewhere nicer, so I'm not interested.
Well, don't they seem just charming?
This lady's attitude is so unbearable, I doubt anyone would want to be in this guy's shoes at all.
You work at fucking Papa John's.
Because I would give you anything you wanted.
But a date to Subway, huh?
You know,
that really proves to me how much you wanted me and how much you valued my time.
I wanted to get to know you.
At least that part, it seems, is going rather well.
Why does it matter when I take you? I don't have to take you to a steakhouse just to get to know you.
Give me my phone back.
Are you recording? You think this is funny?
Give me my phone back.
I don't think this girl deserves me.
And I, for one, am inclined to agree.
And this is another example of why modern women should never be trusted. If anything, this shows how womanism has spoiled a lot of them into thinking that they deserve better without offering anything in return.
Let's be realistic, Samuel. It's about value.
Yeah, and your value is low.
Oh, wow. And how do you know that? You're not
Because you're 5'4" and 200 pounds.
Okay.
And 37 years old with 2 kids. That's how I know. In Kentucky.
Okay. That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
You never seen my body before, so you.
I don't have to see your body. I know you're 5'4" and almost 200 pounds with 2 kids in Kentucky, and I see your picture.
You just say you.
And I'm listening to how you talk. And I'm listening to your energy. I'm listening to your tone. I'm listening to your relationships. See, what it is, you ladies don't like when somebody is this direct with you.
Of course they don't, because if they did, they will have to start working on themselves, which is undoubtedly not going to happen. Why not? Because they are perfect, of course.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you.
Yeah.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
I'm not a millionaire. I wish I were.
What line of business are you in?
I'm a lawyer. I used to be a millionaire, but my ex-wife has most of the money.
It is sad and upsetting to see a good gentleman like him getting absolutely screwed like that.
So what did you learn from that divorce?
Don't get divorced because in every state the woman gets all the money.
Correction, don't get married whatsoever.
How much money did you lose from your divorce?
Several $1 million.
So it's safe to say marriage is a business.
Marriage is an important economic decision. I'd recommend if you are building wealth, you certainly have a prenuptial agreement. And even though you want to marry for love, just be careful.
Or just don't get married at all and keep your money in your pocket.
The woman you married who knows everything about you is no longer your friend or advocate. Stop treating her as such. The minute she wants a divorce, she's instant enemy and not looking out for your best interests. As a husband, as a father, as a citizen, she will do everything she can to destroy you. And the minute she hires an attorney, it just becomes war.
Precisely. A lot of women go through the divorce court and expect their men to treat them the same way as they were during the marriage, while he gets screwed and loses half of his belongings just because she had a moment of boredom.
Together for over 50 years.
Wow.
50 years.
You know, one time I came home and I pulled in the front driveway and I saw this car down the street take off because somebody came out the back door.
It was the repairman. I told you the washing machine was broken.
The results reads as follows. First, child, Mr. Willis, you are not the father.
That's what I figured.
No. Oh, that's good. No,
Willis.
that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Second child,
That's got to be. It's a mistake.
Mr. Willis, you are not the father.
You are reading someone else's file. This shouldn't be true.
I had a mailman and a plumber.
Child 3, Mr. Willis. I pray and I hope.
Please.
But you are not the father. Oh my God.
50 years. 50 years. And she's still playing the victim. I'm so sorry.
My goodness, 50 years. This guy has been taking care of and paying for kids who are not his own for an incredible amount of time.
She's sorry she got caught. She's sorry you found out what she did. This is why I tell you fellas to pick and choose wisely. This is exactly why. The moment you get that red flag, the moment you get that intuition in your heart, I don't care how long you've been with her, you move on with your life because that is going to continue to ruin yours.
Clips like these are the reason why men will never choose to settle down. That old lady, even after 50 years, still has the same way of thinking that lots of these modern women do. Ask yourself the question, is the juice even worth the squeeze, as it were?
Soon-to-be ex-husband just pulled up to my house in a brand new truck, and I'm not really sure if I'm sad about it or if I'm mad about it. There's a little bit of both happening there because a brand new truck really mattered more to this man than his marriage and his dog. Which, I mean, if he wants to be the loser that lives in an apartment with a brand new car, then by all means be my guest. All he's doing is showing me that he really was a financial burden on me and that I should not keep him around.
Yeah, no, most of us are pretty sure it's most probably the other way around.
One of the most consistent arguments we had was that he wanted a brand new $100,000 truck. And trust me when I say we are not in the tax bracket to be having a $100,000 truck, nor does he have a real use for that car, especially now that he lives in an apartment.
And this just proves what we have said earlier. It really goes to show how disrespectful she was to her ex-husband just because he was not able to afford something. Then she wonders why nobody would want to talk to her. And with that out of the way, I have a second video here today I wanted to go over with you guys titled Angry Woman Slaps a Man on Live Television and Instantly Regrets It. So let's jump right into it.
Imagine thinking that a man is gonna make you happy. Girl, you better go get some new shoes or something.
I bet that person is sitting alone in their home right now, wondering where all of the good men have gone and why nobody wants to date her.
Ничего не попутал? Нет, не попутал. Нет. Ты попутал? Такой! Поэтому я не забирала детей. Чего ты?
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Ничего не попутал? Нет, не попутал. Нет. Ты попутал? Такой!
People like that lady who slapped that man are so out of touch with reality, it is absolutely insane.
Red flag that I see in a guy is having a mom, and even worse, having a sister.
Imagine being with a girl who looks down on you because you have a mother and a sister. So illogical.
She says she only dates people with money, so she's putting herself in a position to only come in contact with those type of men.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have a name. We have a name for that. There's a popular name for that. It's called a gold digger. And you know what type of woman rich men stay the away from?
A gold digger.
A gold digger. A gold digger.
Pick
a
me.
Rich man more than anything else avoids a gold digger, and the reason they do is because they want to be loved for who they are, not for their money, right? So now we just reduce the pool even more.
Exactly, and even if those rich men dated gold diggers, they would still be smart enough not to leave their money laying around.
Crazy brides are the best. Date one for a year and lose everything. Be a man.
I'm sitting there on the pack deck like this, and in front of me is a Smith machine with women doing squats. Guess which end is facing me?
We all know the answer, guys.
I literally, on purpose, I look away. I practice custody of the mind and custody of the eyes. I don't look at women. I don't do it. It's not something I'm interested in. I don't want my mind going down that rabbit hole. Believe me, even at my age, you can end up focusing on the wrong thing.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Definitely. And this is a mandatory thing that all men should practice nowadays. If you look at a girl and she notices and assumes something bad, you are in for a lot of trouble and possibly getting detained by the police.
My man just don't be listening to me when I speak. Have you ever thought that maybe the way you approach a conversation and or your tone is just not appropriate? Let me tell you something that took me a while to learn. Submission is power. The moment that you put your significant other on the defense is the moment that he cannot be receptive. You can't be defensive and receptive. The conversation is already lost. Just because you're emotional doesn't mean that you could be disrespectful, because that's what that is. Baby, I appreciate you and I don't ever want you to feel like I don't see you, but I would like you to do a little bit more of this. You see how I went from hood rat to wife?
Let's be honest, a lot of these modern women only find it disrespectful and inappropriate when the dude is unattractive. As the saying goes anyway, men are opting out. Ask and you shall receive.
You put your phone on a dumbbell rack, then get upset with people when they walk in your video trying to grab some weights? Seriously? I'm sorry. You don't own the gym, and when you're filming, you're the inconvenience, not the people that are trying to work out, which everybody tried to tell you before you conveniently turn off all your comments. Your response was, it was just a joke, and you ask, do you even look mad? Yes, you literally roll your eyes and shake your head at those people. Not to mention you agree with somebody that comments how rude those people are. If you want to film somewhere where no one's going to walk in your video and you can block all the weights with your camera, build a home gym. Train there. Until then, you need to do better.
What people like her fail to understand is that the gym is a place for working out, not for filming yourself or your thirst traps and clout chasing. I think, and you can tell me your opinion, that filming in the gym should be banned to stop these bad actors.
Let's get this money. All right, so bro hit me and he said, hey, Mark, I need a loyalty test. I'll send you 20 before and another 20 if she even responds to you. She's from Houston and she's 25. All right, let's get into the texting. So I DM'd her. I keep it real simple. I say, just my type. She responds and says, am I? Would you believe me if I said you were mine as well? I need my 40. I'm not gonna fake.
Yeah, that lady this guy is texting is not a keeper at all. Let's be real about it.
All right, so I respond and say, the real question is, can I be yours? She said, LMAO, you smooth. I know you be saying this to all of us. But yeah, I wouldn't see why you couldn't. How old are you? I lie about my age and I tell her I'm 25 years old. And I ask her where she's from. She's already folding. Like, we can tell she's folding. Like, even by her responding, she's already cheating anyway. So it don't even really matter. So I'm not gonna keep stretching it on and on. She said, yeah, you young AF, but you look even older. Like, is that a compliment, or, you know what I mean? Whatever. She said, you young AF, but you look even older. And I'm from Houston. You should visit sometime. I'm assuming you're from KC. I said, smile for the camera. Smile for the camera. And I laughed. She says, she's clueless. She don't even know what's going on, but she'll see it on TikTok eventually.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And I'm sure that as soon as she got confronted by her man, she threw the excuse of, oh, I knew it was a prank and I was just going along.
This guy's just found himself a good side hustle. It really doesn't matter how many DMs a girl's getting, because all girls, pretty much all of them, are getting DMs. It's the girl who decides whether to act on it or not. If you're dating a girl or seeing a girl and she loves attention, validation and all this and taking provocative photos, you already know she's replying or considering those DMs. And this guy's girl, man, she's gonna deny it and say she did nothing wrong, but we all know where she belongs.
She belongs to the streets.
This is why we keep saying it. For the most part, men have no hand in how bad dating and marriage is. And this is also why men will refuse to be with a lot of these modern women until things change. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Peace.